On the set.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Push him.
Yep.
Push him back. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Hey, Echo. Let's go.
On first down, Herbert. This will be caught by Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Orbit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Come on. Look at me. Zipper.
53.
Let's go.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing.
Hey, lock it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up.
It's now third down and long.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
I'm here all day. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down.
Hey, Charlie.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Leo. Big grip.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ready. 50, Mike. 50. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. 61. Matchbox, right. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. We got it. Kill. Right.
On 1st and 10, Love. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. This is Brown on the carry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
18 Gator.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Bravo.
Let's go, let's go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's incomplete.
Herbert's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Bam, bam.
Bang, bang.
Now.
From the gun, Herbert. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
43-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And he will find his man on the outside. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Throwing on 1st down, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Oakland. The homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well. Allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 3. First down,
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Second and 12 at the 38-yard
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Go.
From the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Greystone, travel.
Check 99. Check 99. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Check 26. Check 26. Kill.
On 1st down, Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Check.
Roll out.
Throwing after the interception. Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check. Crunch. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Alert flare.
Hey.
You gotta get moving, man. Man moving. You gotta get that.
Five.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Monk's 56. I got it. Watch the eyes. Kill.
Hey, Delta. Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Come on, set. 8, read.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Snap.
Check. 36.
All the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
53 check 53 smart.
Undercrunch. Squeeze. Ready?
On first down, Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. 50, plant.
53's a mark.
Hey, Zoo.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Yes.
He's mine.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be fielded at the 6.
Let's go, son.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 38. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
On the ball. Tight and roll. Bravo. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. What happened?
2nd and 4. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Loves pass. Complete to number 47. It's a gainer. yards. And it's 3rd down.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. The Browns send out their punter now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Check 24. Check 24.
Go.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch twist. Let's go.
On third down, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Sione Takitaki. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Hey!
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Hey, exit.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Deep grip, deep grip.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. Safe. Watch safety creep. Watch safety.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They're running it. Watch the safety.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Number 53.
80 weapon.
You don't want nothing.
Hey, Haywood.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shoot.
Now.
On 3rd and 2. Herbert. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. Back now in the East Bay, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Alpha.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. All day, baby. All day. Slam. Check nickel.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Pick the edge. Come. Check your hot read. Whip. Watch the whip. Check safety. Shoot.
Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
10-2 song.
53.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Five. Go.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and Rose talked about adjustments. Well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Hey, Echo.
Here's second and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Hey, Orbit.
56. Mike, 56.
From the gun, Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. He's got daylight. The 40. 20. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
Bravo.
Sponge. No. Watch twist.
Throwing after the interception. Herbert steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
50. We own them. Check three. Tighten up.
Back to the air on second down. Herbert being chased out left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it third down.
Ready, break.
53. Mike. Squish, double.
Hey, seam 6.
53.
Now.
All day. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Now.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
That's it. Big hit.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
You think you gonna get this? Mike, 53.
Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert got him in. It's Brown. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
At the 46-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy. Rock it.
Check three. Big end.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Go.
The 47-yard line.
Check. Lucky. Switch.
2nd and 11. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Looking to throw. Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Jim. Check 13.
You're out.
Hey.
Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
60 Pittsburgh. Squeeze. Shut up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Bang. Check.
Deep grip.
On 3rd down, Dobbins, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Raiders escape with a victory. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Oakland, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.